Hello and welcome back. Audiophiles, vinyl collectors and people on vinyl call holy grails those records, those albums that are difficult to find, very expensive, and usually that they sound the best. As you know, the name is taken from the vessel that Jesus Christ used at the Last Supper. We don't even know if the Holy Grail exists, so it doesn't seem to be a very good choice, but anyway, it's just become part of our everyday language. A few days ago, I was given one of those Holy Grails as a send-off gift by my nice colleagues, and I was really grateful. I was really happy. I was head and shoulders over it, and I dashed home to play it. And the thing is that it didn't live up to my expectations. It didn't sound the way I thought it would sound, and it made me question all these Holy Grail stuff and shenanigans and people that talk about it. So, today I'm going to show you 5 of them and let you know my opinion about them. And most importantly, let me know if you got any of them and you've ever felt the same way. So let's get into it, but before we start, if you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing and becoming part of our family. Here it is. Something Else by the Kinks. This is the UK first pressing, mono. Its current price is, if you check Discogs or eBay, is in the hundreds. VG Plus will cost you somewhere near 300, 400. They're very scarce. I don't question that, but when I played this album, I was absolutely disappointed. I'll show you what it looks like. You know, it's the mono version because it doesn't have the stereo here on the label, right? And it was in very good condition, very nice present. But when I played it, I was so let down, there was almost no bass. It had a clinking sound like music coming from a fairground attraction. It was cut very low, and I thought there was something wrong with the gear, and I tried second gear, same thing. I even changed the stylo. I first used the Sumiko Moonstone, then I used the Nagaoka MP 110 and a Shure, 3 different cartridges, to no avail. It didn't sound good to me, and I can't really understand how people praise this album so much. So what I did next was to play some of the tracks on Something Else in other records and CDs I got. Right? I'll show you the CDs, although this is the vinyl channel, but in case, I mean, they're very cheap and sound really nice. This is the Kinks, the complete collection, the collector's series, very cheap, very good sounding. And also this one, Kinks Greatest Hits. To my surprise, the CDs sounded better. Then I move on to vinyl, and some of the tracks are, as you all know, in the Kinks Black Album. Some of them, I played them here, and they were extraordinary, right? Only the singles, the 45s, can beat the tracks on this album. This is Gruber's mono, and it sounds absolutely much better than the Something Else UK first mono pressing. Right? Of course, to my ears. And to cap it all, to wrap up the comparison, I've got this 1980 German re-release, comes from the 1967 German Stampers, and it sounds really, really good. It's different, it's stereo, but I like the stereo much, much better than what I played, right, than the UK mono release. And these made me question some of the things that we read on specialized websites and web pages, whether the people that talk about these holy grails have really heard them, or if they really have a copy. Because when I played the album, a friend came over, and because he wanted to listen to it as well, and he was as surprised as I was. He said, "This sounds awful. I can't believe that people praise this copy that much." Right? So it was not only my ears, it was his. We have to be really careful when we spend on the hundreds or thousands. If we do, I try not to anymore, because the sound might not correspond to what you think. I understand buying them for collector's value or for making money in the long run, supply and demand, and that's the way it works. But if you're after the item for the sound, right, make sure that what you're going to get is worth really the money you're going to spend. Let's move on to another example. This is a really funny one. Okay, this is the 2014 mono reissue of Sgt. Pepper's, as you all know. I paid $24.95 when it came out. Of course, it's in mint condition. It sounds very good. Can't complain, and for the money I spent, this was really, really worth. Eventually, I bought them all. I bought all the mono. I didn't buy the box. Right? I bought them individually. And as they were not limited editions, I thought of buying, a spare copy the following year. And I didn't realize it was the Beatles. And when I wanted to buy a second copy, prices had gone through the roof, and $24.95 became $60. And before making this video, I checked Discogs for a mint copy of this album, not even sealed, just a mint copy, and is way over $300, right? $300 for this record, and for a modern reissue. I understand buying it to have a mint copy, an investment, or something to hand down to your kids in the future. But as sound is concerned, and although this one sounds very good, it can't compare to the original mono. But when I checked the original mono, it was a VG Plus was something like £100, a double VG Plus. So the reissue costs 3 times what the original does. And believe me, the original, good as this sounds, the original sounds so much better. It's got tubey magic, it's more crunchy, there's more presence, and it's the way the Beatles wanted the album to sound. Right? Of course, this is not a disservice to the band, but it can't compare to this one. This is the -1-1, original UK mono. I paid something like 100 for it, and I show you it's in very, very good condition. All right, and it's got the inserts and the cardboard. I'll give them in here. Okay, here they are, also in very good condition. Right. And this sounds so much better. So for sound, as sound is concerned, if you haven't got a UK mono, an original, go for it. I mean, don't spend, in my opinion, don't spend $300, $400 for a modern reissue that can be reissued, because these people have got the metal parts, and I mean, whenever they like, they can, they can put out another run. And your item will devalue. As I said, I understand buying it as a collector's item, but I don't understand buying it for the sound. Your mileage may vary. let me know what you think in the comments. Now, a similar thing happened with the following album, right? I'll show you. It's Supertramp, Crime of the Century, and it's the Speaker Connor, reissue from 1999. Now, the funny thing is that when this came out, nobody paid attention to it. It was in print for decades. I bought this copy around, say, 2006, 2007, when the vinyl resurgence was not in full throttle. I played it. I liked it. I think it's a very good sounding record. But to me, it doesn't beat originals. The A5, B5, I'll show you a copy, right? And originals, if you find a near mint copy, to me, it beats the Speaker's Corner. The funny thing is, like in the case of Sgt. Pepper's, that if you want a mint copy of this album, brace yourself, prepare to fork out $300-400 or pounds for an item that might get re-released. In fact, I checked Speaker's Corner website before making the video, and they've just re-released Eye in the Sky, Alan Parsons' Eye in the Sky, right? In case you want a copy. So, but anyway, if you like it as an investment, fair enough. As for sound, to me, it doesn't sound as good as the original, and you can still get originals for affordable prices, or at least for a fraction of the price of the Speaker's Corner. Some experts say the MFSL UHQR sounds better, or even the MFSL, I don't know, never heard them, and the UHQR is way over 1K, right? So I think I'll never have one. But the regular MFSL is not very expensive, and you can make a comparison. I think the next one everybody agrees, right? This is Genesis Trespass, is the pink scroll. As I said, I understand getting a copy for the label as a collector's value, right? The pink scroll label. This one is in very good condition. I'm a Genesis fan, so I knew that I was bound to buy a copy sooner or later. But it doesn't improve on any of the copies I've got. This album was repressed in 71, I think, or 72. No, let me check, because I got another copy here. Yes, the small Mad Hatters from 1970 A-2UB-3U, and it's made from the same stampers, and it sounds just like the same. But obviously, you can get this one for a fraction of the price. Right? So I understand buying the pink scroll for collector purposes, because you're a die-hard Genesis fan, but as a Holy Grail, to me, it doesn't qualify. And last one for today. This was a very strange outcome of events. I'm talking about Santana Abraxas. Abraxas was put out as a reissue in 2016, if memory serves, by Mofi, and this was before the Mofi debacle. They said that the experts, Hoffman people, Michael Fremer, they all said that sounds the best is the best possible sound you can get. That it sounds so good, that it has such a great presence, such detail, and blah, 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 blah. So the item went out of stock and reached the price of, second-hand, reached the price of 4K. Yes, 4K. Yes, 4K. Some people have paid nearly 5K for a copy of that album that was a retail price 150. I even consider 150 a lot of money. But then the Mofi debacle came, and we found out that the album was not a full analog chain, that it was done from DSD, so it was digitally sourced. Obviously, supply and demand, prices starting, tumbling down. But today, or yesterday, I checked prices as of today, and it's still 1K. Right? I mean, it's the fourth of the price they had about 2 years ago, but it's still 1K for the album. And for a sound that you can get, I mean, they could have transferred the DSD into an SACD and charge us $50 for it and call it a day, right? But personally, as good as it sounds, I don't think that, it deserves spending 1K. Right? And especially when I know that is digitally sourced, that to me is not to the detriment of the sound. I've heard the album, right? I must say that, I'm honest. I heard the album, it sounds very good. But I got the feeling that they could have, just put out an SACD with very, very, very similar sound. And also, it's an album that it was put out by CBS, and original sound really, really good. Right? It was very well recorded. This copy here is Dutch first pressing. Fantastic sound. It's my go-to copy. It sounds great. I've heard the UK, though I think the UK has channels reversed, and some others, they all sound very good. So if you want the album for listening purposes, that's it, right? If you want to buy the is it the One Step? Yeah? Santana, and spend 1K on that, well, as an investment, I can understand it, but I don't think the prices will go up again now that people are aware that most of Mofi's releases in the past years were digitally sourced. And that's basically the message that I wanted to put across. Now, please, let me know in the comments that you ever felt frustrated or disappointed about an expensive purchase, if you ever bought a holy grail and regretted it, and what albums do you think that deserve the name and those who don't. Thanks for your time. Thanks for listening. Take care.